So, it was announced that we're getting a live-action Powerpuff Girls series. And when you hear that, it's not what you think. So, this is a show that is being commissioned by the CW. And is to follow the girls who now have resentment after their childhood days of being superheroes, and they're now in their 20s. What this feels like is this. This is Daphne and Velma. Okay, I'm a pretty big Scooby-Doo fan. Right? And being a fan of this, right? This is a movie that Warner Brothers licensed their characters out for another company to make for them because they had to deal with Warner Brothers. And it had nothing to do with the property, right? They did this with Riverdale and Banana Splits. Banana Splits is a less egregious one because that isn't a well-known property. There is no way that you can modernly update that. It is such a 60s and 70s show. And, that was fine. But like Riverdale, right? That show, you could have made a really good show out of that, and then you turned it into this. And it's just like, it has nothing to do with the Archie comics, except in name alone, and it's really stupid. And no one should ever watch it, but yet it's ridiculously popular. And so, same thing with, this is the same type of thing, right? You have this one property, and you're going to turn it into something it's not. And you're going to make something weird, which it sounds cool in concept, but they're probably not going to do anything with it. And it's not in the vein or spirit of what this is. Powerpuff Girls, the original series, is great. I love that show. The movie, even better. I love the original run. The reboot, let's not talk about that. No. Okay, but that show, the original Powerpuff Girls, is a fantastic, great show. It's beautifully animated, it's beautifully voice acted, the comedy's hysterical, the constant references to 60s pop culture, like that one episode where they parodied the Beatles a little bit, that was really funny. Just stuff like that is fantastic. And it's a great show. At least towards the beginning. Once it got to about like season 5 or 4, 6 seasons, I don't even know how it ran on. But the last 2 seasons, they were just kind of like, Puh. They weren't horrible, but they also weren't good either. And they were just kind of like, why are we watching this? And, but besides that, the show was great. I love the Powerpuff Girls. And it's it's one of those shows that you cannot do in live action. The type of humor, gags. And so I thought, we're just going to have CGI girls, but now they're adults and have resentment. Like, this does not sound like the Powerpuff Girls. This is a really weird thing to do. It's not in the spirit, because, like, the Powerpuff Girls were always characters that were happy to be superpowers. They're cute little bug-eyed girls beating up these villains. That's the joke. They're always happy about it. They're always smiling. They always look cute because they're little girls. But then when you turn it into this, it kind of ruins the entire point of what the Powerpuff Girls is. It's no longer cute, and it's no longer violent. And I'm not a fan of anything the CW does, superhero-wise. You watch The Flash, and The Flash is fine. It's fine. It's fine, but that's all it is, at least for the first 2 seasons. Then you get to them doing Flashpoint, and they screwed that story up. And it made me drop the show. And it's not just that the show was doing Flashpoint wrong. It's the same show every single season. The Flash fights a new speedster, blah, 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 blah. All the same events happen again, just slightly different. And it's really freaking irritating. And Green Arrow's like that. Supergirl is like a feminist piece of garbage. And, I don't have a problem with, like, it's, them doing a Supergirl show, but them trying to be like, I'm a girl. I'm so empowered. and her like talking down to every man within the show, which is really stupid. I know that the show isn't like technically a feminist thing, but it just feels like that, especially in the later seasons. And Batgirl is definitely that. And there's other shows on there. They're just like, we're done with the CW. And I think the CW realizes they're done with the CW. So they're kind of looking at some other superhero properties they can do, because there is a superhero craze going on. People want more adaptations of superheroes and seeing them in movies and TV shows. Like, Umbrella Academy. Not very well-known characters, but people love that show. It's on Netflix. It's a great show. The Boys on Amazon Prime. The Marvel movies. The DC movies. It's a big deal right now. Everybody's excited about that stuff. And so other companies are realizing that, and they're taking properties that kind of just don't really belong in that sense. Right? The Hellboy movie. They could just gotten Guillermo del Toro back, made that movie. But no, they wanted to screw up Hellboy. And I just like, you want to catch in the superhero craze, not a bad thing. Not a horrible idea, but just the way you went about it is just bad. And that's what I feel about this. I don't know where this is going to air. If it airs on the CW, cool. It's like being funded by the CW and being put out. Maybe it will show up on there. If it shows up on Netflix one day, I'll watch it, maybe. Watch a few episodes. But my theory is that this show is just a show that's being announced and then just won't happen. And if it does happen, I'll eat my words. If there's a trailer that comes out, I'll probably watch and be like, huh? No. I think the Powerpuff Girls is just a thing that we're done with. I'm done with it. I don't want to see any more of it, but we'll get more of it.